have to share my testimony because God has been good to me. Hallelujah. You know, I used to hear the older saints say I would not take nothing for my journey. And I didn't understand that. When I first came to this church, I was young. I was in my 20s. I didn't know a lot of what I know now. So fast forward, I'm preaching, I'm teaching, I'm going to Sunday school. I had 4 children. I was married. And I hit a bump in the road that I felt like I wanted a break because I was just tired. Hallelujah. I decided I was going to take me a break. I not only got divorced, I went on back out there, went to the club. I did a lot of things. Hallelujah. But I'm going to tell you something. I was gone for almost 10 years. When I talk about it, people say it didn't seem like it was that long.
Hold on, time out. I did not know that.
I remember every moment of being gone because when you're on Satan's territory and you've already experienced the power of God, that is the worst feeling. I can't speak for nobody else, but being a backslider, I remember going to sleep at night saying, Lord, don't come today. Lord, don't come right now. Lord, don't do this, don't do that, don't leave without. And I remember having those type of conversations with God because the saints wasn't around. I was by myself and I had to make a decision. And I remember I came to the point people would call, they would try to come by and see me, but my aunt used to say, you know what, listen, I try to come check on you, but you just keep brushing me off. Well, after I got restored, I told her, you were shining your light on my darkness. You was ruining my good time. So I didn't want to be bothered. But there came a point, hallelujah. I remember they would ask me to come to church, and I said, no, just keep praying for me. I'll be back. Hallelujah. There was a young lady that was close to our family. She went to the grave, and this story hit the news, and we went to the same club. But this particular day, she wasn't a bad person. She was a nice, sweet person, but she was also a backslider. She got off work and went to that club that we often visit. She just went to have drinks with her friends. Somebody hit her when she came out and drugged her for matters. When I went to that funeral, hallelujah to God, I sat in the front row with the family. She had one daughter and her first grandbaby was on the way. And I watched that family as they struggled to try to come up with the words because that girl didn't make it back. And I remember God speaking to me and said, I'm not going to promise you anything.